Hi, I just wanted to do a short video on this incubator because it attracts so much criticism on this Facebook group and so many others. The general stock reply people get whenever they ask any question about it is, it's rubbish, throw it in the bin, go and buy a Brinzy, which isn't very helpful. Full disclosure, I agree it's rubbish. I've done YouTube reviews saying it's rubbish. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody if they haven't bought one already. But when somebody has bought one, that's a really unhelpful offer to them, because obviously they wouldn't be coming asking for advice if their only option was to chuck it away and buy a Brinzy. I'm going to show you what the problem is and offer a potential solution. The biggest flaw with this incubator is the heat comes out of there, the fans are there and there. During days 1 to 18, that doesn't cause any problems because there's plenty of space under there and the heat with the fans moves the air around. It's a bit warmer here than there, but generally speaking, it's okay. And you'll usually get to the end with the majority of eggs still being viable. The problem then arises, very difficult doing this one-handed, the problem arises at day 18, because all of a sudden the eggs there and the eggs there are blocking those fans. The eggs there are getting the pounding of the direct heat coming from there. The result of which means that there's not the movement of air you'd expect. Generally speaking, people have poor results. The eggs up here will do a little bit better. The eggs down here will really struggle. The ones here are dead. It's as simple as that. So, excuse this stuff in here. It's just something I use in my cellar. This is a fruit basket. You get them from a greengrocer's. You don't have to have this exact thing. If you can find this exact one, it's really useful because the width is perfectly fits in there, but if not, you just need something similar. The key point is you need to have holes in the sides and in the base for this to work. What you need to do is get yourself something like this and cut it to size. I just did it using a table saw, and I've just cut another one here because I couldn't find the other one to show you what it does, what you need. So I've got one and I've cut it to size here so that it fits exactly in here. Now again, this is going to be quite tricky one-handed, but I'll try to get it in. So at day 18, you've taken your turners out, you put this in its place. So all of a sudden, rather than the eggs sitting on the base of the floor down there, they're sitting on this. That air movement is still happening underneath, so the eggs are continuing to get an air that's similar or closer to how it should be temperature-wise, rather than the pounding that we're getting when they're sitting on the floor of the incubator. So having this in there will instantly improve your hatching rates by by getting rid of the biggest flaw this incubator has. You'd still need to put some kind of rubber shelf liner or something in there, just to, because these holes are too big for the chicks' feet. Incidentally, they are in the original as well. But something like that will, some kind of shelf liner will resolve that issue altogether. The only other question that people might have about this particular solution is whether there's sufficient headroom above the box there for this to work. I think there is, but if you were really concerned that there wasn't, one of the advantages of this incubator is that it comes with this polystyrene box, which is for insulation. And if you wanted to, you could put some plastic around there, seal it with some kind of tape, same there and there, not bother with the original lid and just have this, which will give you about an extra 20mm, a little bit more headroom for the chicks once they hatch. As it happens, I think you'd be absolutely fine without that. So, hopefully that will be a mechanism by which people can make this incubator slightly better than what it is. It's still a rubbish one. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but by doing that, you will get better results.